Well, first of all, thank you, Cindy, for having me. It's great to be here at the Mulvane Art Museum, and really, really excited to be kicking off this exhibition here. This exhibition has several sculptures that range from some avant-garde to some emotional pieces for me to some whimsical, and hopefully there's something here for the whole family. As I build, I sketch out my designs ahead of time, so I use what's called brick paper. It's a lot like graph paper, but it's instead of little squares, it has the shape of little Lego bricks, and I sketch out my ideas on that, and then I actually start the building process where I glue the bricks together. Inspiration is the key component, and finding that inspiration comes from so many places. Fortunately, I travel a lot, so I'm always meeting new people and going different places, and I use that as a reference. But I think, for me, inspiration comes from my own personal journeys. I rely on my own experiences and emotions and draw on that for my artwork. I think this sculpture here, Yellow, is one of the more iconic pieces. I think over time it's become a little bit of pop culture. I've seen it on the backs of, I've seen it on book covers, I've seen it on album covers, I've seen it on the backs of jackets. It's many places. It surprises me where this sculpture actually pops up from time to time. You know, the fun thing about Lego bricks is that I want to take it to a place it's never been before, and that's into the Fine Art Museum. And so what happens is I've taken the brick and tried to put some emotion in it, and the result is these sculptures you see where I've tried to express something but still use this childhood toy. And that's the key component. I think one of the best reactions, I see from people is when they come to the exhibit expecting Lego toys, maybe some trucks and cars, maybe a few buildings, and then when they see there's actual artwork there, they're in awe. And I think it's very special because what's happening is kids are coming, they're drawn to places like the Mulvane Art Museum for the Lego, but then they stay for the artwork, and they get exposed to the artwork. There's a sculpture upstairs that has a lot of emotion to it. In fact, when I unveiled that sculpture for the first time, a woman started crying. And it was a compliment at the time because it transcended Lego. She was not seeing it as a toy, she was seeing it as artwork, which was, and always has been, my goal. Well, everyone reacts differently to different pieces, I suppose. Sometimes the younger kids will really get a fascination for the giant pencil you see upstairs. I think that's because they have pencils, they're familiar with pencils, and it's larger than life, so that's very fun. It's really hard to say. Some people love the giant faces upstairs. Other people react to this one really strongly. And I've had so many folks come up to me and say, hey, I get this, I understand this piece. But I've had just as many people say, I don't get this, I don't understand this piece. So I give the works very simplistic titles to really allow the viewer to have their own interpretation and put their own thoughts to it and really give them a role as to what they think is going on.